Hello, my name is Dr. Lisa Nielsen, and I work in the fellowship office here at Purdue. I strongly encourage you, as you continue your undergraduate research experience, to get more knowledgeable about graduate fellowships. So if you're preparing for graduate school, keep this in mind. Graduate fellowship opportunities are a great thing to help you through grad school and to help you with your career. So my information is on the screen here, and you're welcome to contact me if you have questions. I have lots of information I can share with you, but today I just have a short summary of what can be most helpful for you as you consider graduate school and how you might pay for your graduate education. So what are fellowships and why are they a big deal? You're likely familiar with scholarships, and those are a good thing too. Scholarships are a lump sum of money given to help go towards your tuition or other education expenses. And fellowships are similar, but fellowships typically offer more money over time. Fellowships typically provide a living stipend for the students to live off of, kind of like a monthly paycheck, but not the same. Additionally, most fellowships cover all, or at least a substantial amount of the student's tuition. So talk about a good deal. Fellowships are wonderful awards that are given to help graduate students get through their education without having to worry too much about finances. So, as you consider looking into graduate school, I strongly recommend that you get familiar with graduate fellowship opportunities. And so one thing to keep in mind is that applying for graduate fellowships can be a long process. There's a lot to consider to go into your application, but it's well worth it because the more practice you get applying for graduate fellowships, the better off you will be for your future career in research. So research scientist, research faculty, research, all sorts of researchers in all sorts of different fields write grants to fund their research, as well as to provide funding for other things, such as travel to conferences. You might say, why does this matter to me now? Well, if you apply for graduate fellowships, you get experience in grant writing. And grant writing is a wonderful skill to help you prepare for your future research career. So even though you might just be thinking about grad school right now, the more opportunities you take to write these fellowship applications, the more prepared you will be for your career. Of course, the money is always good to help out as well. Also, too, earning a fellowship looks great on your CV, and it can help you plan out your research projects and get used to technical writing and also that level of professionalism in your writing. Timing is key, though. So why am I speaking to you when you're not even graduate students yet? That's because it's very important to keep in mind the fellowship opportunities you might have before you even start your graduate program. So, if you're going to be entering grad school next year, then this fall is the time to start looking into fellowship opportunities. This is because it takes approximately 1 full year for you to receive funding for the next year. So if you apply this fall to various graduate fellowships as a senior undergraduate, then next fall you could earn the money and then start your graduate program. So various fellowships, especially in STEM fields, tend to have fall semester deadlines. And as you can imagine, that can be very chaotic. But the more work you put into it and the earlier you consider applying for these, even before you start your actual graduate program, the better off you will be for earning that funding. So here's just an example of what the timeline can look like. And there are some opportunities in the spring semester, but there just aren't as many as there are in fall. So it's something to get familiar with. You need to apply early and apply often. And through that process, that'll help you prepare for your graduate research. So, to help you out here at Purdue, we have upcoming fellowship workshops. These are open to both graduating or undergraduates who are considering grad school, as well as current graduate students. Now, these 3 sessions on the screen are very important to learn more about how do I go about looking for fellowships? What goes into an application? How can I best prepare? These 3 workshops are excellent for that. And I recommend that you go to the links on the screen, which will be in a PDF, in order to register for these sessions here at Purdue that are offered online or in person. And then in addition, if you are a U.S. citizen in a STEM field, you are eligible to apply for National Science Foundation Fellowship, which is something that's open to graduating undergraduates as well as current grad students. So you might as well get used to applying early and get that experience in to help prepare you so that you have that grant writing experience before your first day of graduate school. The requirements are on the screen there, and here are some sessions that are coming up this fall that you're welcome to attend to learn more about the National Science Foundation Fellowship. In addition to that, there's also the National Defense Science and Engineering Graduate Fellowship, or NDSEG, which is defense-related research. This also allows graduating undergraduates to apply so that you could potentially earn funding before you even start your graduate program. And so there are different information sessions, or 2 different information sessions being offered at different times, but with the same content. So again, feel free to check out these sessions if you meet the eligibility requirements shown here. But also too, with that being said, there are so many more fellowships out there than just NSF, National Science Foundation, or NDSEG, National Defense Science and Engineering Graduate Fellowship. So it's worthwhile to take a look at what's out there. And also too, if you decide to go apply for a fellowship before you graduate from your undergraduate program, you're welcome to contact my office, especially for National Science Foundation and other large graduate fellowships from the national government or from private foundations. So you can also get feedback on drafts, as well as have a writing consultation for a fellowship application that is available to you here. And then there's also a resources page that's available on campus or through the Purdue VPN. You can go to this link to see our resources and past presentations and fellowship writing guides. You can also read winning fellowship applications through sending me an email and requesting box access to these documents of previous Purdue fellows who've been kind enough to share their examples for others to learn from. And so all of that is available to you here at Purdue. So again, my contact information is on the screen there, and you're welcome to reach out to me whenever you have questions. The fellowship office is here to help graduating undergraduates with your graduate research fellowship applications. I know that's a mouthful, but if you've got questions about anything at all, feel free to reach out. Happy to help. And congrats on doing wonderful research.